Today we're at Carhenge in the middle of Nebraska. What is this? Why might you drive all the way out here? And is it worth to check out? Well, let's find out. Carhenge is located in the Panhandle area of Nebraska, and just outside of a town called Alliance. This place, as you will soon see, is really crazy. I mean, you see Carhenge and you see that picture, like, what is this about? Well, as you can see just over my shoulder here, we're gonna check this crazy sculpture out in the middle of Nebraska. No lack of sense of humor here. This is the farthest out vehicle of the Carhenge structure, it looks like. Jim Reinders, boy, this guy has a sense of humor. Check this out. I'm going to walk into the actual Carhenge area, but apparently during the 80s, he worked in England and he had this grand idea to make a Stonehenge of the West. So he came back to his, I presume, his home, and in 1987 they constructed Carhenge and commemorated it on the summer solstice of 1987, and Jim Reinders dedicated it to his father. So one of the things about it is he wanted to create a Stonehenge, and he thought, you know, there are no major slabs of rock like in this part of Nebraska at all. That is a major problem. So he started to think around, and it didn't take him too long to figure out, hey, you know what? Cars are roughly the same size as the stones in Stonehenge, England, and he said the wheels would would definitely improve the logistics handling very quickly. And he also jokes that we were able to reduce the time of the original Stonehenge construction by 9,999 years and 51 weeks. They got this sucker done pretty quick. And without further ado, we're going to walk into Carhenge. Now, fortunately, this isn't fenced off like Stonehenge is, because all the people, we'll just call them people who like to go utterly crazy, you can't even get into the Stonehenge monoliths anymore because of either vandalism or crazy acts or whatever. There are a couple of cars out there, but you can see what he did is his best simulation of what the original Stonehenge looks like. So it's pretty fascinating to be able to walk around this, and it's all apparently aligned to the summer solstice, where if you look through these vehicles, you could probably see the solstice line right about there. You come around here and there are a bunch of tri-lengths. Now, when you look at this, I mean, they just had a forklift, and they got these cars all built up pretty quick. Pigeons have taken care of things, and obviously you can see that the windows have been replaced by steel because, you know, the windows would of course be broken. Now, if you don't think this is not wonderfully wacky, you do not have a sense of humor. This is a real classic American car. Here, yeah, absolutely. Detroit steel. You see the old badge there. Spawning salmon. Designer out of Canada. There you go. Of old car parts. That's the whole rule. The iconic station wagon with some leaf spring structure. Looks like, guess what? Conestoga wagon, baby. It looks like graffiti is tolerated on this car and this car only. People have climbed all the way up there. I might actually have to do that. The rest of the structure, no graffiti, it's all webcam protected. Here we go. I've never climbed a car before. You can see all the way down there, you know. You don't actually appreciate the size of a car till it's standing on its end. You know, when you watch the movie Transformers, it's a 16-foot tall robot. Check that out. So if you ever have the opportunity or inclination you want to climb a car, this is your chance. And somewhere in here, buried June 19th, 2004, by students of probably Alliance High School, class 1941 to 45, World War II. Open June 2044. Jim Reinders, Paul Finke. So somewhere in there is a time capsule. How cool is this? Now, being in the area of Sand Hills, Nebraska, it's a major region of mostly sand. Coming up with major stones was a big problem for Reinders, so instead he decided to use the most plentiful thing out here. Old junky cars from the 40s, 50s, 60s. I don't know, oh yeah, definitely the 70s. Speed this up. This works.